I'm super excited to be here. Thank you, Ms. D, for having me.
Woo woo!
Woohoo!
Y'all know Miss Carla.
Hey, I got my shirt on.
Yeah.
I don't see
We've been having on our shirt all week, so I told them that they didn't have to wear it yesterday or today because they're gonna get dirty.
Uh-oh. All right, so I'm excited to be here. My son always wants to be part of this. He keeps saying it's 100 girls a code and one boy. So I'm gonna introduce him to you guys. He's gonna be my assistant today. Shadi. Look right here, say hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
What's your name?
My name is Shadi. I'm an assistant. Call me assistant.
All right, so him and I tested all of the experiments that we're gonna do today. I apologize in advance because I can't do all of the experiments with you guys because I don't wanna take responsibility for you burning down your house. I don't think your parents would be too happy with me if I did that. But today, what we're gonna learn is, well, what the subject revolves around is carbon dioxide, which carbon dioxide is very dangerous. It deprives you of oxygen. So whenever you sniff it, it deprives you of oxygen, so it suffocates you. So it's very dangerous, and it's something that we can't take lightly. When you mix baking soda and vinegar, you get a gas that emits, that's where the bubbles come from, and that's carbon dioxide. So we wanna make sure we're very careful with using these things. And like I told you guys before in some of my sessions, you don't wanna start taking different things at home and mixing them and sniffing it and etc. because that's very dangerous, okay? Is that a deal? We're gonna do a couple of experiments together, and then I'm gonna demonstrate some to you guys just so that you can see it. Like if I was with you at an establishment, I would have let you touch it and do it yourself, but right now I'm gonna just show it to you guys and show you how it works and explain it as I go. Deal? So the first experiment that we're gonna do is the milk. So you're gonna need milk, food coloring, and then dish soap, you know, in water. So just put the dish soap in the water and then dilute it a little, and your Q-tips.
Q-tips. Don't forget your Q-tips.
Shani, please, don't do that.
Hey, could have just told me.
So you need a plate, just any plate, your milk, some Q-tips, food coloring, and the solution of water and dish soap. Let me know when you guys are ready or have everything.
You'll probably have to repeat a couple of times, Miss Carla.
No problem.
Okay.
So you need some milk. You need a plate, any plate. Disposable plates are fine. You need some food coloring, Q-tips, and a diluted solution of soap and water. Some of them are ready. Haley, you got everything? Awesome.
No, not yet.
Who heard everything we need, or who didn't hear everything we need?
You have a couple of hands that did not.
All right, Sarah, you need a cup of milk, Q-tips, a plate, the food coloring, and a diluted solution of water.
Mandy, your headphones.
How much water do I add to the soap?
Not too much. It's just, you don't want it thick, but even if it is, it's fine. Just add a little bit of water to some soap. Just add, like, you know, when you're making bubbles, that consistency.
Okay.
Do we use a shot glass of it? Because that's what it said.
A shot glass of what?
Soap.
No, you don't, yeah, I mean, you needed to bring that, but you don't need that much, just a little bit.
Okay.
Put soap and water in this.
What was that?
So you put soap and water in this.
What is that?
The shot glass.
No, here you go.
Yeah, you just dilute some soap in some water. You don't have to use all the soap. Macy, you got everything? Macy, you got everything?
Yes.
Awesome. London?
Does the color matter, Ms. Carla?
No, the color does not matter.
Okay, how much soap and how much water?
Let's say 3 drops of soap and half a bottle of water. If you didn't do that, that's okay. We just need soapy water.
She said half a bottle of water.
You'll find out what you're making in a second.
Hey, London. How come every time I come around, my London Bridge wanna go down? Everybody good? All right. All right, all right. I got a couple fingers up. I'm gonna start, okay? So take your milk. Take your milk and pour some on the plate to cover a good surface of the plate. Can you guys see that?
It's not a mold. It's a cup. I mean, it's a plate.
Shawty, stop.
Mommy.
You're not, I don't like the way you're acting, dude.
Why don't you leave or something?
Okay, leave. All right, you guys got your milk on your plate? Okay, I see. Now take the food coloring, like any colors. And then just add some drops to your plate. So you can add like different colors. Just one drop here and there on the plate. Everybody got their drops in? Okay, so now you take one Q-tip and you dip it in your soapy water. And you ready? Are you ready to explode the milk? Take the Q-tip and put it right in the middle. Then it'll go boom. If you just hold it there, it'll make different shapes and etc. You guys see it? rainbow swirly milk. Everybody got rainbow swirly milk? Now, if you pull the Q-tip up real quick, you might see some little balls roll on top of the milk. Those are soap bubbles. Shadi,
What?
you come get this, please.
Again, what?
This, put it away, you're my assistant. Josie, can you type what you're saying?
Oh, they were both saying that they have done this experiment before.
Okay, good. This really had nothing to do with CO2, but I thought it was cool. That's why I did it with you guys. Cambria, you can hold the Q-tip there and see all the different shapes that it does. And that's it. Like I said, if you pull it up, you'll see the soap bubbles scroll around the milk too, which is pretty cool. This one was swirly milk.
What is the name of the project again?
This one was swirly milk. Today, we're talking a lot about carbon dioxide, and all the other projects that we're gonna do will have to do with carbon dioxide. I just started with this because I thought it was cool. Another thing that you can do with milk that doesn't have to do with carbon dioxide is glue, like real glue that sticks stuff. If you take the milk and boil it with vinegar and see it start separating, and then you take the curd and strain it, and you put baking soda in it, it becomes glue. So that's one cool experience you can search and do as well, but I didn't want to do it here because it involved the oven and etc. So I wanted to stay in front of the computer with you guys. So if you want to try it, just Google milk becoming glue, and you should find something.
Mommy, did you know that milk becomes glue?
Are you guys ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right. So you guys all heard about lava lamps before. They make it in different ways. This one is gonna be almost like a functioning lava lamp. So that's the reason why I asked you guys to go get the oil. So if you have a glass that's clear, grab your glass. You'll need your glass, the oil, food coloring, baking soda, and vinegar.
They want you to hold on for a second. They want to go and pour out their
Milk, no problem. A clear cup will work, Kaylin. All right, Naomi.
Haley said, can you repeat that?
A clear cup will work. Kaylin asked if a clear cup is okay. Yes, it is.
What are the things we need?
Can you go back and repeat what you had started? I think,
Sure.
wait, is everybody ready yet? Because someone says, can you repeat that?
So you'll need a glass, some vinegar, your oil, baking soda, your food coloring, and that's it.
Is there any subs for food coloring? Yes, a clear cup will work. I spilled the milk on the carpet. What can she do to get it off?
Well, the food coloring is what's gonna be the hardest to get out. You could buy like the things that make stain disappear on the carpet and try that.
Can she put some baking soda on it like right now?
Yeah, there's I don't know the ratio of the mixture, but a lot of people do clean with baking soda. So
Yeah, try to sprinkle some baking soda on it right now, Cambria.
baking
Not a whole lot, but a little.
Oh, I don't think it does. She said she spilled it on a blue carpet.
Oh, I don't know.
Which vinegar do we have to use?
Clear vinegar. Now, milk doesn't stain. It's the food coloring that's in
Yeah.
it.
You all be careful.
Yep. I'm sure all grandmas do. We probably sleep on
Mama
garbage
too.
bags so we don't mess their stuff up. You guys want me to repeat what you need again?
Put it in the chat room.
You need a clear glass, clear cup, whichever. You need some baking soda, some oil, and some food coloring. And vinegar, sorry. Jasmine, you okay? Why are you holding your head?
Everybody good?
Yes, you can use a water bottle. Are we ready? I got a few yeses. Samaya said thumbs up. All right. So first we're gonna take a couple spoon of baking soda and put it at the bottom of your container. So you can pour it however it's easy for you to put. Just put a couple spoon at the bottom.
You're gonna have to go back, Miss Carla, because Cambria was working on the stain.
Okay,
Can you repeat what you just said?
sure.
And can they use a mason jar?
Absolutely, a mason jar is perfect.
Tell me what to do.
Right. Cambria, are you ready?
Josie, you got a question? Or are you just stretching? Oh, okay.
Are we ready? I see some people pouring. That's good. Just put a couple spoon or a little bit at the bottom of your container. However, it's easier for you, just put a little bit at the bottom of the container. Then grab your oil and pour the oil on top of it. Doesn't have to be a lot. Now pick a color out of your, if you pick one color, it's better than putting several different colors. Just pick one color and add a few drops to your oil. So I'm gonna pick red. I added.
Slow down, Miss Carla. They say you're going too fast.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So
You have a whole hour.
do we have the baking soda and the oil? Everybody? Sarah says yes. Do we have the baking soda? Brittany says yes. Kristen, okay, thank you. Everybody got the oil and the baking soda, right? Awesome, awesome, thank you. Now, it's better to pick one color of your food coloring. Pick one of the colors and then add a few drops to your mixture of baking soda and oil.
How much oil?
I mean, just a little bit. It doesn't really matter, just twice as much of the powder. So if your powder is this high, your oil, make your oil twice as high on top of it.
Was there a substitution for food coloring?
Not that I know of. No, I'm sorry. But if you don't put it, that's still okay. You'll still see the effect. So if you don't have food coloring, just continue following the project.
Sprinkles,
Well, you can add sprinkles.
Kool-Aid.
No Kool-Aid. Well, I mean, you can add it to see what it does. Why not? That's not dangerous. So you can add Kool-Aid.
Wanted to know, what do you add again?
All right, so you have baking soda at the bottom, and then you have oil on top of it. Baking soda, and then twice as much oil at the top. Are we there? Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Everybody good? Okay.
Awesome. What was that? Leilani, you have something?
Can you please repeat that?
Yes, so you have your baking soda at the bottom. Then you put oil on top of it. And then you put about 10 drops of food coloring. You pick one color food coloring and put about 10 drops.
What if you add too much oil?
No, Sarah, that's good. That amount of oil is okay. That's okay too. Are we ready for the next step? All right. So now we're gonna add some vinegar to it But what I want to tell you guys is what we were talking about before. When you mix baking soda and vinegar, it emits a gas. And because of what we have right now, when we add the vinegar to it, it's going to create that carbon dioxide that's going to want to go somewhere. So it has to find somewhere to go. And that's what's going to make our lava lamp. So slowly add your vinegar to your mixture. And then wait and watch it do the lava lamp thing. Something cool you can do if you have like those googly eyes, like you can put it right here in front of your glass. It looks really cool when it's bubbling like that. Let me see some of these jars. Layla, add a little bit more vinegar.
Which Layla?
Oh, sorry. The Layla with no last name. Red shirt.
Layla with an H.
Layla Miller, let me see your glass. Hey, look at that. Awesome.
How much vinegar?
Very nice, Rhea. Add a little bit of vinegar, and if you can see, as it's going, it's gonna start dying down. You can just keep adding more vinegar, but make sure you're adding the vinegar slowly so you can watch it bubble. If you add it too fast, it's just gonna become one color. You wanna see the bubbles go through the oil. I see it, Aaron and Lauren, good job. Better Harold, I'm sure that's not your name, but good job. I see it in the yellow, good job.
That is Caitlin with the yellow glass. It says Beretta.
Okay, good job, Caitlin. Sarah, very nice. Add a little bit more vinegar to it slowly and watch it continue to bubble. I see Leah,
Question,
good job.
Carla. Why
Yes.
did your glass turn orange and you put red coloring in it?
Because I didn't have too much in there. If I put more, then it'll probably stay red. Yes, you can touch it. So I'm gonna add more food coloring and more vinegar. You see it's red now? It's just because I didn't have enough in there.
What would happen, Miss Carla? You remember how you can, is this the experiment where you can put like an Alka-Seltzer or something in the bottom of it and watch the bubbles? Wouldn't that create the carbon dioxide? I mean, what is the carbon dioxide?
Well, yeah, the Alka-Seltzer bubbles by itself, but all it is vinegar and baking soda. So since we're using that today, that's the reason why we just did it with vinegar and baking soda.
Okay.
So that's why, like when you add more vinegar to it, it's because you have enough baking soda at the bottom. So every time the vinegar touches that baking soda, it creates that gas that want to escape. It wants to get out.
Look at Leilani's. You see Leilani's? It's a lot.
Which one is yours, Leilani, the brown or the red?
Both.
Okay, you may have put it too fast, or you don't have enough baking soda at the bottom.
Ryan, we can't see yours. Oh, okay, there you go. Nice.
Purple. Very nice, Rhea.
Leilani. Leilani. Yes, hold yours up to the camera before you walk off. Yes. Yes. That
Cambria.
L-A-Y. Ooh, what color is that? Is that blue or green?
It looks a blue. And one thing is, if you guys let it sit,
It's both.
if you guys let it sit, it'll separate again. And you can continue doing this, adding vinegar until all of the carbon I'm sorry, all the baking soda dilutes at the bottom. But the key is you can't dump it in there too fast. You have to slowly add it so that the gas comes out a little bit at a time and bubbles up in the oil.
Question, oh, can I shake it?
If you shake it, it's just gonna become uniform, and then if you let it sit, it's gonna separate again.
What happens if you put the lid on it? I don't think anything will happen if you put the lid on it.
Well, it depends on how much you have in there. So for example, you see I put some more in mine. If I did this, creating the carbon dioxide gas, and it's building up inside the glass. If you put a lid on it and you have too much and the gas is building, after a certain amount of time, or when you open it, you'll hear a poof. That's because the gas didn't have anywhere to go. And it had to go somewhere. See, it's on my hands, but you guys probably did the experiment where they put baking soda and vinegar in a bottle and put a balloon on top of it. The reason why the balloon inflates is because the gas needs to go somewhere. So the gas is used to fill the balloon up. So same thing for this. If you put too much vinegar and the gas starts coming out too fast and you have a cap on it, if it's a plastic bottle or something, you'll explode it. So what you guys think? We're good? Awesome. So you can start over, do it again, add it slowly, add more or less of something, add 2 different colors, play with it and see what happens.
How do you play with it?
What I meant was like try different things. Don't add other chemicals.
Right.
Add different color food coloring. Add more baking soda, less baking soda, more oil, less oil, and etc. And then, like I said before, I think it was Cambria. One of you guys had the googly eyes on it. It makes it look cool too. You can put that on there. It was you, Layla. Okay.
So now I'm just gonna put blue food coloring in it.
There you go. And like I said, if you let it sit, you'll see it separate again. And as long as there's baking soda at the bottom, you can dump some vinegar on there.
Whoa, that looks cool.
Okay, question, Miss Carla, about the disposal of this stuff since they're using oil. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be safe to pour down the sink?
Yes, it is.
At first it was yellow and now it's green.
Yep, yellow and blue is green.
Oh, I see it, Cambria. Nice. Are you still working, Caitlin?
Yes, and there's a lizard in my garage.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So you guys see this? All them little bubbles are gas. And that's the reason why we put the food coloring in it. If you didn't have food coloring in this, you might see some clear bubbles, but all the bubbles is the CO2 trying to come out. And that's the reason why we put the oil, is just so that we can see those bubbles. If we had water in there, it would go straight through the water. But because we have the oil, we're able to see the gas trying to come out. All right, so all the following projects that I'm gonna do are gonna be observing only because it involved like fire or something like that. So I didn't want to have you guys doing that at your house and I can't control it. If we were in a building, I would have had you guys try it and test it out. However, I still wanted you guys to see it.
Do
All
you
right,
want them to clean up first?
sure. I'll let them clean. Go ahead and clean and I'll get ready for the next ones.
Okay, you guys gonna clean up, please?
By the way, I know you guys met my assistant, but he's fired. I did. You are not doing what you're supposed to.
Because you told me to leave. Because you didn't want me to do anything anyway. That's why I'm gonna steal it.
You didn't want it.
I know, because I'm not the party.
Excuse me?
Yes,
Are we still gonna use the whole rest of the gallon of vinegar?
No. No, you can use it to redo the lava lamp if you'd like. There's one more thing I could have done with you guys, but I'll explain it to you when we get to it. And you can do it afterwards. I ran into it later on, and I thought it was a really good one to show you guys. And it's gonna relay the message a lot better.
Is it okay, like, if when I was thinking of like making it like a real lava lamp to put in my room, and then like I was gonna like put a small light in a bag and then put it in there. So would that work?
In a bag?
Yeah, like a little Ziploc bag, and then just put it in the cup.
What kind of light? Like the LED lights? Yeah, that's fine, as long as it's not touching it. However, it would probably be good to leave it on the top, because a Ziploc bag, after a certain amount of time, it'll still get some things in it.
Do we still need the grape juice?
Ah, I forgot about that. Yes, we can do that.
Do we need a cup?
For what?
This experiment?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Forgot about the grape juice thing. Johnny, can I borrow your red juice from the refrigerator?
Only if you rehire.
Okay, you're hired. I need a Q-tip too. You just wasted my Q. Oh, no, never mind. Got it. Thank you. All right, so for the next one, we'll need
Don't use all of it, or you're gonna go have a fight.
baking soda, vinegar, the grapefruit juice, Kool-Aid, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whichever one you were able to get. Shadi, stop.
I mean, if you use all of it, you only need the butter.
they need baking soda, vinegar, and whatever juice they had, that's it?
And a piece of paper.
Precious, no.
I was typing it in the chat.
Okay,
You didn't use my dirt.
there you go. Thank you. Not yet.
Can I use
Oh, it's all. Go give me that thing. I don't know.
how many?
One.
I think I got two.
That's okay.
What?
Thank you.
No. That really works.
Oh, we're sorry, Cambria. But she can't be mad at you because we didn't go in the order that, you know.
Mina, hey! Mama, be mad at me now. Why didn't you tell us?
it wouldn't, it would,
No, she did a.
The milk? We couldn't do the milk in a cup.
right. I've never seen that experiment done in a cup before. It's always been in a plate. You probably should have done it in the kitchen.
I'm gonna Google real quick the cleaning stuff with the baking soda. I'm sure it'll work.
Yep. You froze, Miss Carla.
My mom was talking to me.
Miss Carla. Hold on, y'all. Let me pause. Recording.
All right. Okay, everybody ready? We have baking soda, vinegar, a piece of paper, and the juice. Shani, where's the juice? So put a little bit of baking soda in a cup and slowly, real slow, add the vinegar because it's gonna bubble up, and if you add it too fast, it's gonna overspill out of your cup. So make sure you add it slowly and stir it with your Q-tip or a spoon.
And I'm still hired.
Yeah. So just add the baking soda and the vinegar and mix it up. Okay, Shai, in the kitchen, if I have a paintbrush in the dishwasher, can you get it for me, please?
One of those paint, when you paint stick with a sauce.
Yeah. Are we there? Everybody good?
I don't see.
Not yet?
Mommy, I don't see it. But I will give you a tip.
Mix what? The baking soda and the vinegar, but add the vinegar real slow because it's gonna bubble up, and if you put it too fast, it's gonna spill.
Is this enough?
Yes. No, I need this, but that's all right. That's all right, thank you.
Baking soda?
Are we there?
Don't you have to mix it until all the baking soda dissolves?
No, because every time you let it sit, it's gonna fall right back to the bottom. So just have some together and mix it until you're ready.
How much baking soda do we need? 14 ounces.
A spoon?
That's a spoon.
Macy, that looks like a lot of baking soda that you're pouring. Macy. It looks like a lot of baking soda. It's like she was just pouring for days. Hold your cup to the camera, Macy. Let's see.
This doesn't even look like a spoon.
Okay, that looks cool. Good, I think, Macy.
Is this enough?
Kaylin wants to know if that's enough.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Kaelyn.
Oh, yes, that's fine. That's fine.
This is like
Miss Carla, can you unmute? I muted you by mistake. Okay,
All
there you
right.
go. There you go.
Sesame Street. What, Sesame Street?
Are we there?
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Give me a thumbs up. Are we there? All right, all right. So mix it until you're ready. And then when you are ready, just write something on your piece of paper with the Q-tip. So
Like S-E.
grab your Q-tip, mix it, and then write something on your paper. If you guys can see, I wrote S-E on my paper.
For no reason.
You can write whatever you want to, just write something, two letters max, just so that we can
Hi.
make sure we see what it does.
Can I do it?
So just do 2 letters and make sure you're mixing it until you're ready. When you're ready, write it down on the paper.
Miss Carla, would you ask Shadi to close his shirt? He's being recorded.
I told you that before.
Thank you.
Thank you. I told you that before.
Hey. How many buttons do you want me to close?
All of them. All right, so now we should have a piece of paper with the writing on it. I'm gonna do the other things so that we can let our paper dry up. So that when you look at the piece of paper, you can't really see anything. Right now it's wet with our solution, so you can still see it. So we're gonna put our paper somewhere while we're observing what I'm doing. And then after like the 3rd one, we'll come back to our paper to reveal the secret message. Did everybody write something on their paper?
He said no more than 2 letters.
Yeah, what if mine is 0?
2 letters, just easier. It's gonna dry faster. I wanna make sure when we try to put the juice or Coca-Cola or etc. on it, it's already dry. So that's the reason why I said 2 letters. If you're redoing this project, then you can put more than 2 letters. Okay. All right. You guys can put your sheet somewhere where it's gonna dry up. So just put it to the side and let it dry, or while I'm doing this, you can be going like this if you want to, whichever, but put it somewhere where it can dry up. And while it's drying up, I'm gonna show you guys a couple other projects that I didn't wanna do. I didn't wanna have you bring this stuff so that no incident happened.
Like your house exploded.
So remember I told you guys that carbon dioxide deprives you from oxygen, and if you breathe it, it deprives you from oxygen, so you can't breathe
It
when
can
you
kill you.
stop.
I'm helping. I'm
You-
trying to help you. Why don't you ever upset when I try to help you?
Sorry, can you hear me? Okay. So again, like I was saying, carbon dioxide is very dangerous. If you smell it, it'll suffocate you. You won't be able to breathe. So we got to be very careful whenever we're dealing with carbon dioxide. What I'm going to use today is called dry ice. And what dry ice is just carbon dioxide in the solid form. So they take a gas and they make it become in solid form. If you take a fire extinguisher, for example, and you're putting out a fire, the reason why the fire dies is because the carbon dioxide in there removes the oxygen from the fire and kills it. So when you're spraying a fire, it's carbon dioxide that's inside this fire extinguisher, and it's at 110 degrees Celsius. So it's very, very cold, and it goes from a solid form to a gas. It doesn't melt or anything like that. Yes, Rhea?
I think I know why you said that, because helium is in a balloon, and helium is technically carbon dioxide. So if like you open up a balloon and you try to pop it and then you suck all the air out of it and your voice gets really high, it's because you're not breathing as well you should, and then your voice turns very high pitched.
Okay, helium is a different gas than carbon dioxide. It's two different gases. Helium is also lighter than air, so that's the reason why when it's in a balloon, it flies up. Helium doesn't match with you, so when you put the balloon in your mouth, it stays and block your voice. So that's the reason why when your voice is coming out, it just tries to go through the gas, and it makes your voice sound funny. And it's very dangerous to do. Although it's funny, but it's dangerous to do. We shouldn't do that. The carbon dioxide, it's tasteless and colorless also. But if you inhale it, you're technically not gonna breathe at all. So they're two different gases. The helium does something different. The carbon dioxide literally removes oxygen. Now, I don't know if you guys learned that in school yet, but in order to have fire, you need oxygen, fuel, and a combustible, something that can burn, right? So if you already have a fire somewhere, the best way to do it is if you can remove that oxygen, and that's what the fire extinguisher does. If you want dry ice, like you can put a cloth bag in front of this and spray it, and then wait a second, and then after a second, you'll have a solid piece of something that looks like ice, and that's gonna be carbon dioxide, and you can use that as well. So a lot of places use dry ice. And again, I wanted to let you guys know what the danger is with it before I use it, but it can do a lot of stuff that are pretty cool. All right, so first I'm gonna light up these candles. I wanted you guys to see it, so I'm gonna put it in the clear glass. So carbon dioxide is heavier than air. So when you're doing it, if I take the dry ice, so I have some dry ice right here. If I act like I'm pouring it, it's gonna go inside the cup because it's heavier than air. And like I was telling you guys, it removes oxygen. So if I put it in front of this, it'll kill it, it'll turn it off. And that's exactly what the fire extinguisher does. So if I put it here, all I have to do is this, since with dry ice, you can see the gas go through. That's why that smoke that you guys were seeing just shuts the candle off. I can show you guys again. So you see the smoke, when the smoke goes to the candle, they shut it off. Do you guys got any questions? Good job, Cambria. Do you guys have any questions with this? No questions? All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys another cool thing with dry ice. I'm gonna take dish soap. This is just dish soap at the bottom of the mason jar. I'm gonna add some dry ice to it. And then I'm gonna add some water. So give me 1 second. So dry ice doesn't actually melt. It just, if you put water on top of it, it's kind of like you're trying to suffocate it, and then the gas that's in is trying to evaporate, so it goes through the water. That's why you see it bubble. But we added the soap to it to make it look really cool. And I'm gonna show you guys something once it starts boiling. So when you add the water to it, I don't know if you can see the bottom of it bubbling. You guys see the bubbles at the bottom? That's the gas getting through. And then they say if you take soapy water and put it around, you can have a big bubble, and when you pop it, you see the smoke. Did you guys see that? Or you can take like a lace and run it across. To make your bubble. And every time you do that, the smoke that's inside of here that's bubbling, you'll just see it escape. And if you want more, you can just add more water. Again, dry ice does not melt. Like when you put that on top of there, if I dump this, if I dump the solution into something, you'll still see the dry ice at the bottom of the glass. Like not a slushy or anything like that. It'll just still be the piece of dry ice. And for this, you can put like different colors and etc. too. Any questions about that? I want to show you guys everything, so that's why I'm not wasting too much time on each of them. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm gonna do the next ones. We will still use the grape juice. We're waiting for our paper to dry up. And while we're waiting for the paper to dry up, I was showing you guys the rest of this, Leah. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is something they call like escaping snake.
Yeah.
So all I have in this bowl is dirt that I got from outside. My assistant got from outside. And then in this bowl, I have 4 tablespoons of sugar and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. This mixture I'm gonna put on top of the dirt with some lighting fluid, only so it can help it keep burning. That's what the lighting fluid does. But when the baking soda and the sugar is burning, the gas that the baking soda and the sugar is emitting makes that turn into the thing that you'll see come out and burn. So, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So
Please be careful.
we're gonna put the fuel on the dirt. All we're doing is just saturating it with it so that it can keep burning once we start it up. All right, and then once we have enough, we just put it in the middle here. And then so now we're just gonna wait for the sugar to burn. And see it come out. Starting to come out over here.
Be careful.
Yes, ma'am. That takes about 20 minutes, so
You are not using fuel. This is not for you to do at home.
no, that's the reason why I wanted to just demonstrate this.
This is only a demonstration. Do not do this experiment at home.
You guys see the snake coming through the middle? Some of them come out really cool and it just makes a big trunk that comes out of the middle. I'm gonna start a new one. It has enough. Shut it off.
There's a question. Does it turn hard when it turns black, Miss Carla?
It's hard. However, it's very, very light. So next, when this one comes out, I'm gonna crush it just so you can see. It's like a very light foam. I don't know if you guys can see it or
Yes.
if the computer is blocking it. So this is what's coming out. And it's like a very light foam. If you can crush it with your finger, it's very light. It's like a foam. And if you guys see, like, there's bigger parts coming out.
You have to move your screen.
Sorry, yeah, there you go. There's bigger parts coming out. So different websites have different different quantities and different amounts. So that's the reason why I didn't want to do it. Or I'm sorry, have you guys bring this stuff to do it, because I want to make sure you don't burn your house down and your mom get mad at me. But
Ooh, thank you.
like if I was able to do it outside, I would have the right amount and almost make it like a little hut, so that when it starts burning, like an actual trunk would come out and it would look just like a tree. So it's really cool to see. I can show you guys what it would look like if it came out like a trunk. So
We have
let me,
about 10 minutes, Carla. Or take all the time
Yep.
you need.
yeah, that's all I need. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for it to show you guys.
Okay.
Take this away from me, please. Yeah, if you can see it. Can you guys see it?
It hasn't come up yet. Yep. Now we can see it.
So
Oh, yeah.
if you have the right mixture and you put it like the exact amount, you see it, it comes out just like a tree trunk, and they call it a sugar snake or escaping snake. It takes about 20 minutes to come out like that. It's very cool. All right, so since I have 20 minutes, I'm gonna make sure. Let's see, what do I do? Stop sharing. Oh, okay, stop sharing. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the one that I could have done with you guys, but I thought about it too late, but it's a great introduction to the last things that I want to do. If you Google like apple cider vinegar and baking soda, it says that you can use it to make like shampoo, like something for your hair, just like a lot of other things like rosemary, different oils and etc. So this one is very simple. You can use baking soda, vinegar, and like some kind of diffusing oil like eucalyptus, lavender, and etc. And rinse your hair with it. Don't do it unless your mom knows, because a lot of people are allergic to certain things and etc. But what I wanted you guys to understand is the shampoo that you buy at the store, all the other things that you buy are made by somebody, and they're just made by things like that. So if you research baking soda in your hair or baking soda as a body wash and etc., then you can find different things that you can do to make those things by yourself. And with that said, I'm pretty sure some of you guys know, some of you may not know, but me, myself, I came up with a cream that allows you to burn fat. So you take this cream, you put it on your skin, and because of the oils and etc. that's in it, once your heart rate start going up, then it helps burn the fat right under your skin. And it has certain oils in it too that helps with inflammation and pain and swelling and etc. All I did was, research the ingredients, see what they do, and then mix them and see if that works. And fortunately, it has. This is the best cream on the market. And I didn't stop there because I went and did a body wash as well. So when you're
Really?
taking, it's refreshing, it removes the dirt, and it also helps with pain and swelling. So it's not impossible to do that. Whenever you guys are talking about any ingredient, especially if you like the smell, make sure you research it and see what you can do with it. Because anywhere you go, necessity create means. So if it's needed somewhere, then that's your opportunity to come up with it. A lot of people make a lot of money with stuff that's already out there, but because they focus on one thing, like for example, this is good for acne, or this is good for people who wants all natural and etc., then they sell it because the necessity was there. So whenever you guys are researching things, research what you are allowed to mix together, research different things, and then I want to see one of you guys' name on the next soap that's at Walmart. All right. So last things last. If you have any questions afterwards, yeah, do not eat anything with fuel, please. All right, last things last. If your paper is dry now, look at your paper, make sure it's dry. We're gonna take the juice, the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi, whichever we had ready. Where's the juice, Shadi? Oh, is this dry? Yeah, where's the juice? So we're gonna take that. If you have a paintbrush, that's fine. If you don't, you can use a napkin or something. We're gonna dip the paintbrush or the napkin in the juice, and then just brush the sheet of paper, and then our message should be revealed.
Here guys go. You deserve juicy juice.
Drop a little bit.
Tiny bit.
Can I use a sponge?
Yes, a sponge is okay.
And sponge.
Layla wants you to repeat it, Miss Carla.
Oh, we're gonna take the Coca-Cola or the juice or whichever we have. And if you have a paintbrush, that's fine. If you don't, you can use a napkin. If you don't, you can use a sponge or anything, or piece of fabric. You can take that, dip it in the juice and etc. And then just brush your paper with it to reveal the secret message that you wrote to yourself.
You wrote it to yourself.
Yes, Caitlin.
So
She
if
wants
you guys,
to use the grape juice for that.
yes, you can use the grape juice.
Yep, you can't. You normally should use this. Sorry, man. Sorry.
So I don't know if you guys can see mine,
Yes.
but it revealed the message that I wrote.
SE.
There's another way you can do that. It's just to put a lighter under it. But again, I don't want you guys playing with fire. So this was the easiest way to do it.
Does the secret ink only show when you use juice, or can you use like a highlighter or something? I see yours, Raya.
If you use I've never tried to use a highlighter. You can try, but I would think it would have to be like a really wide mouth highlighter, and you just go across with it. It's just easier for the juice. I'm assuming it would show up, but you can try it, but I'm not 100% sure. You can use any liquid that's a different color, I think. I haven't tried it with everything, but for the most part, it works for most of everything. Like if you use Coca-Cola, juice, and etc., it will, because because of the consistency of it. But I have not tried to use any liquid. So you can test it out with different liquids and see if that works.
I saw yours, Kennedy. Who else? Can you put yours up to your camera?
Okay. K-O, I see K-A, all right.
Yeah, DKA.
Michaela, I think yours is a little too wet. We might have to wait for it to dry, or you can put a background behind it so we can see it.
Leah, did yours come out?
I see your heart, Ryan.
Let me see. I see your heart, Ryan. Okay, who is this? Kaylin? Leah?
There you go, Kaylin.
Caitlin? I see it.
KD, yes, I see it.
Haley?
Pepsi with baking soda and vinegar, it explodes.
Say that again?
If you mix like Coke or Pepsi or any type of soda with baking soda and vinegar, it explodes.
And you know why?
Because the reaction of it.
And it's the same consistency of baking soda and vinegar, because for example, put Coca-Cola and you drop the Mentos in it, you know how it shoots in the air? A lot of us knows that experience. That's because of the same reason. So whenever you mix those two, it's gonna happen. And I think Coca-Cola and baking soda is the cleaning product that they have in some other ones, but you guys can Google that too. You can probably come up with the all natural next cleaning product.
Were you going to do the experiment that you had the apple cider vinegar with? Or were you done?
The shampoo, I wanted to tell them about it because it's something that we use every day, and
Okay.
to show them how simple it is. And it says, you know, the apple cider, I'm sorry, so you would put baking soda and water, and then you mix it, wash your hair with it, and then you would rinse your hair with apple cider vinegar and baking soda or something like that. But in either case, I wanted them to understand, I wanted all of you girls to understand that in order to make things that you use on a daily basis, it's not rocket science. You can figure it out, especially if it's an ingredient that you like, or you like the smell, you like the use of it or whatever. Research it, see what they can do with it. Like baking soda does a lot. It's in almost in everything, and it's all natural. So if you can come up with the next all natural cleaning product, then that's what you should do. And you don't have to be 30 to come up with it too. You can be 9 and come up with the next cleaning product. I'm pretty sure your mom will be very happy about that.
Yes.
Tasted some of the grape juice. It tastes like grape jelly.
Oh, who drank that? Ew.
I tasted it. It tastes disgusting. I only drink it.
Haley, what contact info?
Just your email.
Okay, no problem.
Haley,
That's
what
okay,
are you
Ms.
doing with these emails that you're requesting? I'm just curious. Haley, what are you doing with these emails? I can't hear you.
You did.
I'm gonna stop recording, Miss Carla.
Okay.
Future references.
For what?
Future references.
To do what?